Welcome to the S³ SHAW Slab Survey tutorial. In this training, we go from plan setup to benchmark to readings, then export. We start by defining the exact slab area on the plan. Then we generate a consistent grid so readings follow a repeatable pattern. Finally, we sync and export a clean dataset and report for processing. Required equipment: green line laser for a visual reference line, rotary laser to establish the benchmark plane and get readings, receiver to confirm alignment and level, measuring rod to carry the benchmark and readings, device with the latest app and the project loaded, wireless lapel mic for clear voice capture, backup recorder in case the app crashes, spare batteries and tape for benchmark marks and continuity. In your S³ SHAW Slab Survey app, from the home screen, tap Projects. Tap the plus button to create a new project. If you don't see your projects, tap Force Sync now. Enter the job name, and structure address. Confirm the unit system and the tolerance. Under Blueprint PDF, tap Browse and upload the floor plan or blueprint. On Add Photos of Job Site, add pictures of the area to be surveyed for a better analysis when reporting. Your project creation screen should look like this. Press the Create Project button at the bottom to go to the surveying screen. Once the PDF loads, use the Tools button for Set Scale, Draw Polygon, and Draw Grid. Open Tools, then select Set Scale. Tap 2 points on a known dimension, preferably the longest line on the floor plan or blueprint. Enter the distance in feet and inches or meters. Tap Confirm to set the scale. Next, open the Tools menu and select Draw Polygon. To start drawing your polygon, simply tap the northwest corner of your space on your blueprint. You'll notice a red circle appears to mark your starting point. From there, just tap the remaining corners to trace your outline. If you accidentally place a point in the wrong spot, there's no need to worry. Just tap the Undo button at the top right of your screen to step back. You can just as easily redo that action if you change your mind by pressing the Redo button. Once you've traced the entire space, simply tap near that original red circle to finish up. The shape will close automatically, immediately calculating the area and securely saving your new polygon. Tap the corners or inside the polygon to select it. If needed, adjust the polygon by dragging the corners. Open the polygons list to confirm the scale and calculated area. Swipe right to rename the polygon if needed. Swipe left to delete the polygon. Now open the Tools menu again and select Draw Grid. Enter the square grid size in feet if you selected imperial, in meters if you selected metric. Use custom dimensions only if you need different spacing. Then, tap Create Grid. The app generates a numbered grid inside the polygon. Each circle is a survey point you will record in sequence. You can move the whole grid by clicking on any point and dragging it around inside the polygon. If you inputted the wrong grid size, or you want to delete the grid, choose Remove Grid. To delete specific points, choose Delete Intersections, then tap the circles you want to remove. To add points, choose Add Intersection, then tap an empty spot inside the polygon next to an existing row or column. To move points individually, choose Unlock Intersections, then drag one circle at a time. When you're done, choose Lock Intersections. Set your tripods on solid ground, level them, and lock them down. Mount the green line laser about 65 inches high and project a straight reference line. At the plan northwest corner, set the measure rod so the green line is at 0 where the red and silver meet, without the receiver attached, using the rod's adjustment knob. The green laser is visual only and is not read with the receiver. Mark the line with tape, and keep your marks close enough to stay visible across the space. Transfer those marks across the survey area so your reference stays consistent. These marks should be less than 30 feet or 10 meters apart. Place red lasers close to corners, away from windows, and out of walkways. Place the receiver at +7 centimeters on the rod. Adjust until the receiver indicates 0 with a steady tone. If you add additional red lasers, keep them adjacent to the first laser, place them near corners away from windows, and then match the rotating directions on both the X and Y axis. They should all show the same reading at the same spot. If you see faint or duplicate lines, block reflections before you continue. You may detect irregular readings in your receiver if you can't see them. Open the Tools menu and hit Start Survey. Before you start, enable Airplane Mode, set Auto Lock to Never, and use an external microphone if you plan to speak values. Tap Continue. Select the survey direction. This controls the order of the dialog to input the intersection value. Click on the chevron to see the options. Choose a direction. Left to right is the default, and zigzag patterns reduce walking back and forth. Tap OK to continue. Select the starting intersection. Intersection 1 is the typical start, but you can choose other intersection if desired. Tap Start. For each point, enter the value in the dialog. You can type the value or tap the microphone and speak it. For the benchmark point, enter 0.01. Hit Save once you're done. When the mic is listening, speak clearly and include the sign. You can use the commands skip if the intersection is on an obstacle and stop to pause the survey. After the value appears, it will automatically save and jump to the next intersection. When you tap Save, the app confirms the point was stored. Continue point by point until the grid is complete. Use Start Survey to begin and resume survey if you pressed or said stop. Use Change Direction if you need to go through a different pattern. If you select to change direction mid-survey, select the new direction and choose the intersection to resume from. You can use Change Direction to correct any past intersection that has a wrong value. Once you're done, tap Apply. When all intersections are completed, the app confirms the survey is complete for the polygon. To submit for processing, open the Tools menu and hit the Submit for Processing option. If you want to double-check the intersection values, you can press the history icon to see the values inputted. Alternatively, you can tap on any intersection to check their value. After hitting Submit for processing, review the pricing and billing details. Tap Confirm Submission to send the project for processing. Congratulations! You just finished your survey. If needed, you can draw another polygon and start the process again. If readings vary, recheck bubble levels and tighten tripod locks. If values jump unexpectedly, stop and verify before recording. Use the green laser as reference. If elevation differences exceed the receiver range, use the green line verification method instead of the receiver. If lasers must be repositioned, transfer values, measure from old and new positions, and confirm lasers match the same elevation plane before continuing. Wear required PP before you start and never look into a laser beam, and keep lasers out of traffic. After the survey, verify all points are complete, then sync the survey data. Submit the CSV for processing, then power down, clean, and pack all equipment. This concludes the S³ SHAW Slab Survey tutorial. You've learned the on-site setup and the in-app workflow, from grid creation through survey completion and submission. Thank you for watching.